Good afternoon. Right. I didn't think I was going to be able to go live then because it come up with an error. It says error occurred and I thought, oh, but luckily it did it the second time. So I'm not organised today. I haven't brought my iPad up or anything, which sounds like me. Right, we'll wait for some people to join me and then we'll get started. Paul, I'm going to need my iPad. I forgot to pick it up. I'll meet you at the top of the stairs. I know I'm going to need it because nothing's coming up on here. I think there's something wrong, but we'll see how far we can get. Okay, just going to get my iPad. I'm back. Right. What a lovely day again it's been. Put that on there. Make sure. Right. That's cool. Let's pop that up there. I can see. Oh, they're starting to come up now. So we've got a few joining us, which is brilliant. There we go. Right, so today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Now, I've done lives on this particular technique before, but one of the stamps that I've done recently, I didn't get a chance to demo it because they're just sold out. And I just wanted to have a little play with this stamp and this technique and just chill and do what I'm doing. So hopefully you're going to enjoy it, and everything is packed up because I'm going on telly tomorrow. Now, news regarding my new release. So as soon as we receive the stock, I will come on and do a live and launch it. We've got lots of stock coming in. It's just got held up a bit. The shipment has got held up. So, yeah, I don't want to put it on and whilst I haven't got the stock. So I'd rather wait, get the stock in, and then... Oh, brilliant, Joan. Sorry, I'm multitasking now. Yeah, I'd rather do that. Get the stock in and then do my live and introduce you to the collection, hoping, of course, that you're going to love it. And yeah, we can do demos and play and all sorts. So I'm going to show it you from this angle. Ah, here we go. I'm just going to check on some of these comments coming through because I've just seen some. There's some. Paul is on, but let's have a look. Will you be getting the little studio light bundle with the tulip stamps? And I am going to check what that is because that doesn't ring a bell. Do you know what? Ah, so you've said little. With tulips. That's what I launched last week. I've done that and we've sold out of those. I think you mean these little ones here. Yes, that was on my lives last week and they sold really well. We are sold out of those at the moment. This is the next one. Woohoo! Do, 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 do. I'm really excited. Okay, so I hope that's answered that question. Let's just check the rest. We were getting a little tulip stamps. Covered that. Managed to make my storage holder. Well done, Joan. That's brilliant. Okay. Right, put me back up there. Okay. Are you ready? So this is what I want to do. This is HB pencil shading with the stub. Just really simple stuff, but doesn't it look effective? And it depends like what angle you look from. It just looks, yeah. Gorgeous. I'm reading the comments as they're coming up. So what I thought I would do, I'm going to flip the camera, and I've cut a smaller piece of card, and I thought I'd stamp one on there and take you through the process. So I'm going to flip you around. Oh no, this is going to start playing up. It's going to spin. If this flips round, I have to apologise. Oh no, it's going to. I don't know why it does it. And what I'm going to do is, as well, is I'm going to bring you a bit closer because I feel like you really need to see. And why have I got that? Oh well, it is what it is. So, there we go. I just love them. Okay. So I'm going to start off with my platform, and I'm also going to be stamping with Morning Mist. I think it makes a big difference if you're stamping in a grey as opposed to a black ink, because it makes it a little bit more subtle, so that it goes in with the pencil. So I'm going to take my square, and I'm just going to pop it there, and let's see. So we got these in. They are called they're Funky Fossil Beauty in Bloom. We had them in, we sold out, and then we got you guys to press the click in back in stock request on the website, and then we got so that we made sure we got plenty. So they're now back in stock, and we've got a few available. So if you like what I'm doing and you haven't yet managed to get your hands on a set, we do have some in stock. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just deciding which angle do I want. It's this image that I've chosen, and I just want to decide which way round I'm going to have her. Like, do I want it more... Actually, yeah, go on then. Let's go more straight. I'm going to do more straight. Take it down to the corner. And if that's the case, I can take that right up into the corner. Okay. So all I'm going to do, give this a nice ink up with Morning Mist. Beautiful. Now I am going to need to press harder. I'm going to give her another coat actually. You watch me overstamp this now. I knew I'd do that. I mean, she looks cool. I've just got to do her again. Got a little mark on there. Right, let's do it again. You're okay, Vicky? You haven't missed anything yet? Just me misstamping. Okay, right, happy now. So there's our image. And then I've got rubber. I've got just a regular HB pencil and some blending stubs, which we have these on the website in little packs of, I think they're in little packs of 3. You don't need one of these. Just some like fine sandpaper will get the lead off of the ends to make it clean again. I've got a couple of different ones here, so I'm just gonna, I tend to flit in between ones. Okay. Now these aren't the sharpest, but I don't really like them to be super sharp. So where do we start? I am going to start with a flower because, and I'm going to make sure that you are okay. That's quite a good view, isn't it? Check that on my iPad. Yeah. So it's a soft motion, and I'm just going to start and flick in some pencil. And it's one of those things I do literally just get lost in it. I really love doing this. And then you just pull in that pencil out. And I do like to keep white areas, but it just comes together so quickly. It sounds like I'm being quite hard with my pencil. I'm not. My card's quite textured, actually. Okay. And I'm just going to keep adding little bits. And then this is probably going to be one of my most quietest lives I've ever done. I've just had to rescue a frog from the garden. Well, I think it was a frog. May have been a... what's the difference between a frog and a toad? I don't know. But he was stuck behind one of my big planters, so I managed to coax him out, and I've just deposited him on the nature reserve between the houses, so he should be fine. And then you just keep going in. So already, just by having that little bit, that flower is just transformed. Now I've also got a 2B pencil here. So this is going to do the same, but it's going to give you a little bit more, it's just going to be a little bit darker. The actual lead's a bit softer, so you can go in and add darker bits if you want to. I know that there's also charcoal pencils out there. They're okay, but they're a little bit messy. So I tend to just stick to me HB with a little bit of 2B or not to be. Oh dear, what am I like? Okay, so the scariest bit when you look at this is the face. Okay, so I'm going to get onto the face. I'm going to start with the eye, and I'm just going to bring in a little bit from each side on that eyelid. And then start and shade away. I'm going to do the same on this top area as if she's got eyeshadow on. And just pull that in. She's got the most beautiful little eyebrows. Oh, I can hear Milo. He's crying at the bottom of the stairs. I'll talk quieter and then he won't hear me. So look, she's looking cool already. Love her. Okay, so because her head doesn't finish, I wanted to put in like, I wanted to extend this up to put some shading in. So let's just turn that around, and I'm just gonna pop a little bit of pencil down, and I'm going to use a bigger one this time. And just start to shade so that you can start to see the shape of her head forming, as if she's got like no hair, but the florals are giving her a personality. So I'm just going to add a bit darker in there. And then, and if at any point you think, oh no, I don't like it, just get your rubber and just add in, just rub away what you don't like. I just pop that in there, and the little eyelid. It does make a difference having thinner ones and thicker ones. I like doing this with pencil sharpenings and a paintbrush, yes. And spritzing, that's, yeah, with coloured pencils, amazing. Right, HB. So I'm just going to keep adding in. And it depends how you like to work. I'm a little bit impatient, so I like to do a bit and then blend it out so I can see how I'm going as I go along. But some people like to just put in all of the pencil and then go round and do the blending. And then I'm going to add in some of the little kind of trendles that are coming down. I'm just going to add put those in. I'm trying to keep up. Oh, stunning already. Oh, bless you, Donna. Thank you. I do. It's really easy, isn't it? You're all going to be saying no. If you haven't had a go at doing this yet, I honestly would urge you to have a go, because I just think it is fabulous. And I'm just really sorry if I'm quiet. I'm having a whale of a time. Oh, just that little tiny bit, it defines her head totally, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to put some shading in behind here as well. So I'm going to come behind the flower, really nice and soft. And I do tend to use the bigger one. And you might think, well, do you know what? I don't want it to be that defined. You can come in with your rubber. I wonder if I can rub that out. No. I've got one of these ones though. Maybe this will rub it out. It does. Okay. So, just keep looking down. I might leave one of the flowers lighter on this one. Wrong one. you will find that you need to change your pressures depending on what you're doing as you go along. So I'm just giving a little bit of a shape round her nose, but keeping a lighter bit coming down that middle. Oh, I mean, I'm not an artist. I'm just going with the flow. At the end of the day, if if you're happy, then that's all that matters. There you go. It's not until sometimes when you're on top of it, you don't think that you're doing it right or you're getting the results. But when you step away and look, you can really see how effective it is looking. I was going to say something, Kim, there, but I won't. I'll keep it clean. It would make a fabulous feature wallpaper in a repeating pattern. Oh, it would. Very dreamy. A small splash of colour on her lips would look awesome. Yes, definitely, Jane. I'm going to come in for this, the 2B now, and just add in a little darker on some of these flowers. I mean, obviously we've all got hundreds of stamps, no doubt. And this technique would look amazing on any of them. But I just thought on this one, it really gave me chance to practice and play, because I'd never done a face. So I wanted to have a go and see how it came together. Now then, I am going to define around the outside of that lip first. Just sharpen that up. And then for the shading, I'm just going to bring this in. So I've left these white areas for the light catching them, and just come in from these areas here and pulled it through. So I am on the 2B actually. Oh no, 2B or not to be. Let's go HB. So flick a little bit up from this side. And it is all about layers, building on top. It's like a little love heart that way. She's beautiful. There we go. Okay. Now let's get her jawline. So we've got the kind of shape here. I'm just going to bring that. It's very soft that I'm doing, but I'm just following that kind of, and I'm just going to blend that up first. Instant chiseled chin. feel like I want some darker around here. Give us some blusher. How's she looking? Yeah, that's all right. Just keep... If I was just doing this not on camera, I would be holding it back away from me and keep looking and checking. But I'm liking how this is really white at the minute. I might go quite dark around here and keep that one softer, if that makes sense. I'm going to darken these ones up. Put some more dark in, should I say. And every now and again, you might think, oh, do you know what? I've got too much on there now. And you need to just sand away what's there. Trying to keep a point. Okay. Now, is that a flower there? I'm not going to do that as a flower head. I think it's a petal, but I'm not going to do it as a petal because it's very close to an eye and I don't want to lose the detail. It's got a sharp bit on it. Okay, a bit more on this. And then let's get nice and dark. So I am using the darker, no, I'm not using the HB. I was just going to say. I want that bit a bit darker. And then let's go in for see how we're doing. 80s lip liner. Okay. Oh, relaxing. Yeah, don't any of you fall asleep, will you? Okay, I'll just do a few more. And then I was going to, but do you know what? I am going to add. And I'm just following some of the vein lines on here. And I've gone straight in for, I'm having that as a petal. Okay. It's the type of thing that you can just keep going over and over and building upon it. I remember when I did this on, I think it was Ho Chandra, it might have been Ho Chandra or the craft store. when it was a pink frog show, and I was on with Catherine, and she was like blown away. And I was like, "Oh, you don't want me to bore you?" And she's like, "Yes, yes, we do, we love it." She absolutely loved it. Okay, so that has really taken shape. Oh, I've got my oxide inks, and I've got a pad there. What I'm going to do now is just give this a little bit of a blend around the outside without a glass mat. What can I do it on? Got that. There we go. So I don't want it really dark. I want it to try and match up with the pencil. Do you know what I've got? I've got a rich, because I turned my card over. And I can kind of darken around there. There we go. And now, when I slip that underneath, now because I've got this here, I feel like I can experiment and show you different things on here. So although I've already gone over and pencil shaded that, there is nothing stopping me from adding a pop of colour. And I can't remember, I think was it Jane or was it Kim that mentioned? Let's see what we've got. I think it's a pinky tone. And it all depends as if I've got anything good enough to use. I haven't even got bloody water spray. Oh, is that? I almost feel like I want to do it with a pen, but let's see. It's going to be there, but it's going to be subtle because it's got the dark underneath. And I didn't think what card I'm on. I don't even know what this one is. It's a bit random, but oh, she's looking good. This is a peony one. This is out of the little trio set that was came with one of Janine's collections. Yeah, she looks cool. And I'm thinking, do you know what? Even though we've put all of that shading in, just by adding a very watered down ink over the top, you're not going to lose that depth. You can still... How are we looking? Very effective lips. Good. Let's just finish those. And this. I'm not breathing. Right, I need that a bit neater. As in, more ink, less water. And also still leaving a little bit of white here and there. Feel like that needs a bit there. I feel like I missed that bit out. Okay. So pencil shading with a splash of colour. Yeah, that does look beautiful. Let's layer it up. Now there's some sentiments in here. What have we got? Bloom and life is full of beauty. You could stamp one of those on or one of your own. And I just want to say, whilst I'm here, thank you for helping me get to my first milestone on YouTube. So we've tipped over 1,000 now. Don't expect to see live straight away because I'm going to have to learn. And I think I've got to do something else before I can do lives. It said something about shorts or something, which I thought, okay, we'll see what happens there then. So yeah, but yeah, I do plan to get there. So I'm just gonna add a few splashes. I didn't want it on there. So that's it. Beautiful. And I did even make a card blank. I'm going to be careful not to rub my splats though. And I'm just going to move this out of the way. Okay. I haven't even got my kitchen towel out because it's packed. Okay. You see, it's weird, isn't it? Because I had no intentions of adding colour when I came on, but just watching your comments and seeing what you're putting down, it's really nice to see them. If I put that like that so you can see side by side the difference with that pop of colour, she's looking quite I can't say saucy, can I? Well, I've said it now. Oh, I don't mean saucy. What do I mean? What do you think she looks like? The arty ones. Very effective. Yeah, and of course, like, you see, I've just read another comment there. I can't show you because I haven't got a white pen here, but you could then put little highlights in her eyes as well. It does look like two different sultry. That's a good word. Yes, but two of you said sultry. Yeah, I just think, yeah. Now, I forgot to pick the frame up and bring it home because on the other one that I did, I wonder if, I bet I can't. Does this say clear? No, it's white. Okay. I mean, I have got black, but that could turn out a disaster. On the other sample that I did it watercolour. And I heat embossed onto, I inked up with black VersaFine and I put clear embossing powder on. Now, my box is totally packed, but I have got some black powder. But I haven't got an anti-static bag because that's in there and it could just turn out a disaster if I do that. So I just wanted, let's just see. Whoopsie. You see, and this is another thing that isn't planned because I was going to show you these ones. Because these are funky too. But, I mean, you could pencil shade them, but I can see really nice bright colours. And I love the sentiment on here. If anyone asks, we're a nice, normal family. I think they are cute. They are. Right, but let me. Oh my goodness. I've done it now because this is going to slide. There we go. Let's just stamp this down and see what happens. I'm going to stamp it in black. And I'm going to chuck some black powder on. And if it all just speckles everywhere, then I won't be able to do what I was going to do. Obviously, you need you need a anti-static bag, really. We might get away with it. Right. I don't very often use black embossing powder, you know. There's a few speckles, but it just adds to the flavour. Have I got her all? Right. So, no, it's hard to see in this light. Right, okay. So, by having that embossed line, it means you can... I'm just going to spritz some water. It sounds like I'm putting loads on, doesn't it? I'm not. Oh, I can hear it. I don't even know what colour I want. I've got all my oxides, so anything I fancy. If I was doing like a face tone, I did use Tattered Rose. This is really hard because I've got nothing. Where's that little mat? Oh, you know what I did? I put it down. I put something down on it. Never mind. This is going to be dirty face now because it's got dirty ink on it, but it's fine. It's really quite nice to spritz the card because you can move the ink around and get more of a looser colour. Let's just get some colour down on first and then we can put some more in. But again, you can extend this out so it fades. The colour that I've chosen just doesn't look like anything at the minute. So let's beef her up a bit. This is a little bit of tea dye. But if you and if you put too much in, again, just dab out and spritz it down. but I'm moving quite quick with it because it's got wet in there. But by having that heat embossed line, it just gives you them channels to stay within. Okay. And then what is the hottest colour I've got? There's a where would that be, Hazel? Where's your lumberjack one? Up there. It won't have a sticker on it, will it? Lumberjack. Now I've got to be careful because that's just started to dribble out. Don't come out. Don't come out. So the idea is normally you would do one bit and move on. Do another bit. Let's just add in some of... So this is the same sort. I'm just adding in... This is a really deep red. We'll just stick to the red and the... But again, it don't matter what medium you use. You're going to get a cool result. Depends what you like doing the most. There we go. And I'm going to keep this simple and keep this live all about this stamp, and I will do another live when, say, I'm waiting for a new release and it hasn't turned up. I can always bring in the little curious, just put it in the wet patch, the curious critters, and do something with those as well. So yeah, she's looking quite cool. So we've got watercolour. She's got a darker cheek there, but that's fine. I just feel a little bit like my hands are tied because I've just got nothing in front of me to use. Not even kitchen roll. So let's see if I can... Look, and my flowers are running because I was just trying to rush it. There we go. Rectify that. Let's get that out. There we go. So yeah, let's have a little look. We've got the watercolour version. Do you sell big pots of Wow Hazel? Yes, we do. Yeah, Vampire. We do sell the big pots of clear, white and black. That's the only big pots that they do. Let me wipe this up here or it'll go everywhere. And I don't want it to go on my card. And I just want to show you the three together. There we go. This one I will probably chop and see if I can maybe frame that. What you take in on the show. There you go. So there's your pencils. There's your card and there's the watercolour. Right, I'm going to flip you. See how we're doing. Because that was just about to collapse then, and it's probably going to do it now as well. Never mind. Right. I'm going to sit back a bit because I don't want to be too close here. You'll see my big spot. So yeah, tomorrow is my new collection. Excited. And next week, everything will be loaded onto the website for you guys. And yeah, hope you like it. I'm going to get an early night and be ready and organised. Shall I show you one sample? Shall I? Beautiful stamps. Have you got them in the shop? Yes, Pauline, we do have them in the stock. They've just come back into stock, actually. Let me just check that. It's called Beauty in Bloom, and it is it's a Funky Fossil one. I'm going to show you. This is a cover for my memory journal, and this has all been It's all stamped. Got some white pen in there as well. But that is ready to be made into a journal, or maybe it's just going to be a little pocket. 2 and 6. There you go. So that's that. And then maybe I could show you this. So this is made from plywood and my papers. It's an A4 paper pad. And one more thing. Oh, got this one. Lots of bumblebees. Oh! Well mentioned, Paul. So, I'm glad I've still got you all. I'm going to have to dig to the bottom of this box now. So, on our bundle, we obviously do deals. We are going to be giving away a free... Let me find it. I've got it. Okay. Anybody that buys a collection on our website, Dragons Papercraft, is going to receive one of these chipboard, no, it's not chipboard, MDF, like plywood, albums, 8x8, absolutely free. So I have decorated this one, a few pages, just so you can see that beautiful echinacea. We've got plywood bits on there. We've got stamping. I've done it onto one of the pattern papers from the pad, and I've covered the back as well. And then inside, I've done a double page there, that gorgeous big bumblebee. And you can see lots of different stamps going on. And then I did another page. So this one has got some die cuts from the die cut pad. We've got stamps, we've got the bees, we've got stencils. We've got some of the stamps from Nature's Dream. Obviously a bit of griddage because it would be rude not to. But yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And there's sentiments in there and everything. So that is what we're doing. I can't tell you what price we're doing it at because we haven't had the proper invoice through. It comes with our delivery, and as we haven't had the delivery yet, I can't tell you what price it will be. But just know that it will be good. It'll be good. So yeah, it's, look at the detail across the top as well. Like a little film strip, and it underneath the paper it's actually got letters and numbers. It's the grunge one. It's worth $11.99. So yeah, it's really nice. I think I've got to say, oh hello baby, come and say hello then. Come on. Oh. Are you being shy? Don't eat me. So I hope you can tune in at 2 and 6, and then obviously more lives throughout the week on here, which I will save to the page and also pop onto my YouTube channel. So thank you all for joining me, and if you're watching on Catch Up, thank you too, and I will see you on the other side. So next week I'll post in the group. If I don't see you before, I'll see you on Thursday. Take care everyone. Bye bye. Oh, I can't do it.